So today in the SQL basic series we will see aggregate functions. In the aggregate functions we'll see count, sum, average, AVG, mean and max. Okay, and we will also see grouping data in which we will be using group by and having clause. Okay, let's start doing some hands-on to get into it. Okay, let's start. So let's start with the employee management database. So we will be using this database. So this table I have created, you might have seen in my previous video. Okay, so this many column it has. Now we will use the keyword count. So you see we can use it in this way. Okay, select count star from employees. Employees is the table. Okay, now if I run it, execute the query, you will see it will show the count as 35. Okay, the 35 rows returned when we execute it. So the number of, it will return the number of rows. So we can also use condition. Suppose if I put here where title, sorry, job title, I guess, job title equals to software engineer. Okay, now let us see. So if you see, the count is 2, because if you see the entire table, the number of count of software engineer will be 2. If we sort it by job title, order by job title, see the count is 2 here. Okay, that's why when we selected with this thing, it come up with result 2. So here the column name you can change, writing an alias. I have already shown you what is alias. Employee count, sorry, employee count. Okay, so the employee count for software engineer is 2. The total employee count you can also check just by executing this one. Sorry, not this. It's 35. Okay, fine. So we can count the number of rows. If you want the number of rows of the entire table, then just don't use this where clause, where condition. Just simply run this command without using any where clause. You will get the entire row of the table. If you want condition based, okay, you can use where clause and run it. Fine. Now sorry, let's move to another keyword that I told you that I will show you, sum. Okay, sum, suppose we want to sum the salary. Sorry, it should be in parenthesis. Salary from employees. Okay, right, it will sum up the entire salary of the employees table from the salary column. So if we want only for software engineers, then put this clause and you will get it. Okay, so only for software engineers, this is the salary, the summation of the salary. Okay, so there are 2 software engineers that we have seen already in executing our previous query. So summing those 2, it becomes this much. Okay, now what we'll see, we will see average. Okay, now let's put here AVG This is the keyword for calculating the average. So let's execute for the entire table. Okay, so this is the average. So if you see here, the decimal place is something like this. So what we can do, you can do a round off here. So you can do a round. Okay, put start one parenthesis, and at the end of the salary, where the parenthesis of the salary is ending, put comma 2. It will come to 2 decimal place. Okay. So sorry, it's only for software engineers. If we want to see for employees, so it came to 2 decimal place. So if you want to see for the software engineer, this is the average salary. All right. Now the next keyword that I told you I will show you, that is a max. Let's start with mean, then we'll do the max. Okay, we'll see the mean salary. Okay, let's see for the entire employees table, and then we'll see. So in the entire employee table, this is the minimum salary. Okay, so what is the minimum if the job title becomes software engineer? And let us see. It's 75,000. So if you want to validate it, you can validate in this way. So if you go see the software engineer, see it has picked up 75,000. If you have seen the previous one, the previous case when I executed for software engineer. Okay, and if you see for the entire table, I shorted it from here. If you click directly here in the column, it will get shorted. See 48,000. Okay, fine, 48,000 minimum. Now the next one that I am going to show is the max. Okay, sorry, max. So let's see only for the employees. Okay, so only for the employees, the max is this much. You can also verify by executing this query. Okay, the max salary of the, so short it out, press 1 more time. So see, this is the maximum one. Okay, so this is the maximum salary of the entire employee table. So if we want to see the maximum salary for the software engineer, then we can use the where clause, job title equals to this. So this is the maximum for the software engineer. Again, you can verify. See, this one is the, there are only 2, so among them this one is maximum. Okay, okay, fine. Now we have seen this thing. Okay, now one thing, suppose I want to count the employee based on the job title. Okay, now here the group by clause will come up. Okay, now see, from employees. Okay, now I will use group by job title. Okay, now let me copy it here. Sorry, right. Put it right here, and we'll see. Now see, based on the count, the employees are here. See, so marketing specialist, there are 2. Okay, QA engineer, there are 2. Sales representative, 2. Other are 1 only. And software engineer, there are 2. Okay, so you can also verify here. HR manager 2, marketing specialist 2, okay, QA engineer 2, okay, sales representative also 2, and software engineer you have already seen while executing those queries. Okay, so there are 2 as well here. So if you want to verify there are more or not, so what thing you can do, suppose you can update the job title of this fellow Emma Taylor. The employee ID of this employee is 108. So let us change it to software engineer. Okay, so we'll use the update query, update employees, set job title equals to software engineer, where employee ID equals to 108. Okay, now if we execute it, okay, it has got updated. Now let us run this query and check. Now see, software engineer, the count is 3. Okay, because we have updated this sales representative, one of the sales representative, to software engineer. So for that employee the count became 1, and for this one it became 3. Got it? So in this way we can do group by and check. Okay, now let's see group by with sum. Okay, now the same thing we'll do here. Let me copy it here. No need for this one. Okay, from employees, and we'll do group by group by again job title, I am showing this example for job title. You can use according to your convenient if you are using some other table as well. Okay, so let me run it. So see, the job title, this will bring the sum of each job title. Okay, fine. So if you want to see the job this sum of the salary for only software engineers, then what you will do? Then use the where clause here and then use group by. Okay, I'm just copying pasting so that to make it quick. Okay, so this is the only for software engineer. In this way you can change for another engineer. So suppose I think QA engineer, there is another job title. See, for QA engineer is this. Okay, now let us see another example with average. Okay, so in average, again we will first of all we will do without using where clause. Later we will come up with a where clause. Okay, okay, fine. So then we will use group by job title, okay, so I did group by, but I didn't mention here the job title. Okay, underscore of title. Fine. Now we'll see job underscore of title. So the average salary with each employee, I mean to say each job title is this. Okay, for architect average is this, for sales manager average is this, for marketing specialist average is this. Okay, for QA engineer average is this, for software engineer average is this. Okay, so in this way we can get the average. So suppose again I want the average of for software engineers, so we can again use the where clause and group by. Okay, so this is the average for software engineers only. Here you can use the alias like average salary. Okay, so each of them you can use alias here as well, using as, like I use here employee count. Okay, now let us move to our another example showing you group by, that is I will show group by with the max. Okay, now I will show with the job title only, because this is the column where we are making group. Okay, this is only for this this I did the min salary. Now I will show you with the group by. Just a minute. Let me remove this. Okay. Group by job. So in each group it has bring up the minimum salary. Okay, so for QA engineer this is the minimum salary, for software engineer this is the minimum salary. Okay, for marketing specialist this is the minimum salary. Now in a similar way we can do the max as well. Okay, so if we put here a particular job title like software engineer, so this will be the max salary. And if we put QA engineer, so among QA engineer, what is the max salary? This one. Okay, so this is how group by works. Actually, if you see group by, it groups the, here it is grouping the job title. Suppose there are 3 software engineers, so it will group, it will take from the group. If I am doing a maximum or minimum or average, it will do the respective operation based on the group, based on the job title here, because I am grouping by job title. If you put another column, okay, it will act according to that. Fine. Okay, so we did mean and max, average, sum, count. Now we did the group by thing. Okay, now let me show you something with having. Okay, this is one of the interesting thing I want to show you, and after that I will show you one more thing, that using where clause and having clause together. Okay, let me show you. Let me copy this here to make it quick. Okay, now again we'll do group by. job title. Okay, sorry, group by job title, and having count star greater than 1. So the employee group which has count more than 1 will come up here. Now see. Now let me put here the job title as well, so that you can understand. Okay, now see. So this many has this group of employee, this job title, the count is 2, and for this job title also 2, and for software engineer it is 3. So if we do greater than 2, you will see, sorry, not 3, it is 2. You will see it will only software engineer has come. So if I make it like, yeah, if we make it 3, then none of them will come. See. Okay, so there is nothing group, no group, or I mean say no job title greater than 3, more than 3. So there are number of software engineers in this company, maximum is 3. There are only 3 software engineers in this company. Okay, fine. So now let us do one more example with this thing, with having clause. Okay, now let us do with the average. Okay, employees group by job title. Okay, having average salary. Okay, having, I'm putting it round off, having average salary greater than, suppose, 67,000. Okay, and putting here job title as well. So those employees whose average salary is more than this will come up. Okay, now see, these are the employees whose average salary more than 67,000. Suppose I make it 80,000. Okay, or 79,000. Okay, now see, the count will reduce here. Okay, now see, the number of rows written is 17. As I increase the average salary, obviously the number of people will get reduced. Okay, so this is example of having clause with group by. So in this group it will pick up which is having the average salary 79,000. Okay, fine. Now one of the important questions mostly asked in the interview that I want to share, that is related to having and where clause. Okay, most of the in few of the interviews even I have asked, and it has been asked to me as well. So the question is, write a SQL query in which where clause and having clause both have been used together in a single query. So for this we'll do a simple thing like let me show you. First I'm copying it, this one, okay, and I put a where clause here, where salary greater than 58,000. Okay, now let us run and see what is the result. Now see, these are the salary greater than 58,000 and average salary greater than 79,000. Okay, so in this way we can use the where clause and having clause together. So this is one of the important interview questions asked, okay, mostly in the mid-level engineers. Okay, fine. So let me reduce a bit more, like suppose 70,000 or 76,000. $85,000. Whatever value you put will get a result. Okay, so in this way we can use where and having clause together. So that's all for today. Okay, so if you like my video, so please share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. I hope it has helped you a lot. Okay, so meet you in the next video on SQL series. Okay, so till then, bye bye.